My name is Audie Newsome. I'm a healthcare science teacher here. Gabe kind of told us about it, and I'm a high school teacher, so a lot of these kids are my kids, for lack of better words, because I love them like they're my kids. And a lot of them are going off to college, and I thought no better way to serve the Lord and teach them to serve the Lord than going on a mission trip with them. A mission trip has always been a dream of mine. I was kind of bummed out in the beginning because the trip was full of youth, which I was like, that's great that so many people wanted to go. But I was like, man, I've always wanted to go on a mission trip. I've never been in a church that does them. I didn't know where to start. And then I get a text from Gabe saying, like, you're in. And I was like, oh, bet, because I'm in. So that's kind of how it started, was just, I guess, it was in God's will for me to be there. And you don't think that when you go to serve others that you're going to be so blessed, and it's going to be something that's going to change your life. Even more than it probably changed theirs. Like, yeah, they have a house now. But it changed how I look at my students. It changed how I look at my family. And it changed my heart. And I want to thank everybody in our church, even if you didn't pick up a paintbrush, even if you didn't mud walls, you showed them Jesus' face too, because without your support, without your prayers, we wouldn't have had the funds to be able to do this. We wouldn't have had the nerve to be able to do this. It's intimidating going to another country. Like, you think about crossing the border, and that's an anxiety attack in itself. And then, but our congregation was so supportive, and like I felt their love going into it, and I knew it was going to be okay. And so I'm just very thankful for that, because it wouldn't have been possible without all the people who did stay home. I could talk about this trip for days. But the two main things: how much in our society, in our world, we take a single word for granted. We abuse the fact that we have freedom of speech. If something comes across our heads, we say it without thinking about it sometimes. As some people would say, we don't have filters. And that's not the case. It taught me that I wasn't entitled to words, and I couldn't communicate with the families unless I was with interpreter and the family member at the same time. So it made me really think about what I wanted to say. It gave value to words more than I've ever experienced at home, because I had to think. It was a privilege to be able to talk to them because I had their time and the interpreters. I had to think about what I wanted to say, because when I did get to say it, I wanted my words to count. I wanted them to understand how I felt, why we were doing this, and them to experience Jesus' love through my words. So it wasn't just I'm saying this to say it. It was, I'm saying it because I've thought about it. It's coming from the heart, and I want you to know it. It made communicating so much more beautiful, because I couldn't just freely talk to him. But without even being able to talk to him, I saw that mom's heart. I saw her love. And God is the only explanation for that, because we couldn't talk to each other. I saw the dad's love in his interaction with our students. They couldn't speak to one another, but to see them interact with each other was just incredible. And to see our kids go out and not complain and just serve with their hands, it was just something I'll never forget. We came into these families, and some of them don't even have a clean source of water readily available to them. Like, half the time we were like, oh, just go wash off the paintbrush. You couldn't. The only water they had was their drinking water that they paid for, and they had just so little. But as soon as we got there, they offered us everything they had. They made us burritos for the first day. And then they had a Coke for us. And so every day after, he saw we liked the Cokes and stuff, so he would go and send his wife to get us Cokes every day. And I'm thinking, they're using so much of their resources. They have so little. They're still offering everything they have. I'm like, that was hours. That Coke was hours of them bending over in that field. But they wanted to give it to us. And then as soon as we gave the keys to our family, they went in and we were told to stay back. And as soon as the mom kind of saw that we weren't following her in, she turned around and she's like, come on, come in. And I was like, she had a little and she gave it all to us. Now she has a lot more. She still wants to share it all with us. And I'm like, I need to be more like that. Like, we have so much. Like, I complain about space in my house for all of our stuff. And, like, there's people who need it, and I can give it to them. And it just, without even talking to her, she'll never know how she changed my life just by her actions.